Hi everyone, it's Chris again. Listen, today I'm making a video on unmounting an orchid. You might be thinking, well, why would you want to unmount an orchid? And if you do, is it possible? Well, technically it is possible, but what you want to do is do the least amount of damage to the plant's roots in order for it to survive. It's not recommended unless you do what I did to this plant. And this will assure me that it will survive. Now, if you guys can see this, I already took this apart. But this is a mounted dendrobium that I've had for several years. And clearly it's not doing good. I'm growing it here in Texas outside, and it's getting really dehydrated. I'm not giving it the care that it needs. So in this case, is it better to keep it mounted or is it better to pot it? Well, in my opinion, it's better to pot it because my other dendrobiums that are potted are doing a lot better. So it's only wise to pot it versus leaving it here, because unless you're going to change your watering cycle and water more frequently, then your plant won't do better. If you're going to stay with your regular watering routine, then you need to pot it so that it can not struggle until the next watering. So what I did is I cut the top there. I cut the bottom. Like that. And I cut the side. These two sides. So really I'm left with this. And yes, it cracked in the middle. I'll show you. See, the plant is wobbling, and that's not good because once it starts putting out new roots, it's not going to be very happy, or it won't stabilize itself. See, this cracked right here, and it goes all the way through to the top. So I did this to minimize root damage, because if you notice, all the roots are concentrated in this little opening or hole where the bark is. Yes, I did maybe damage a few of these, but the majority are still alive. So you can do this to try to save your plant and make sure that it is healthy. Now what I did, I soaked it. What you want to do is soak it. If your pseudobulbs are too dehydrated, you don't want to repot it then. You want to nurse it back to health. And by that, I mean you want to hydrate it. Once you give it the hydration, then you can cut the wood around it to minimize root damage, and then you pot it. So I have this container where I'm going to put it, and I already have a hanger to secure it. And I already pre-soaked my moss where I'm going to use it as a media. And it should be happy. So this is what I'm going to do. Put this here. And see, if you notice, it's kind of wobbly. And I will address that later when I secure it. But from here, I put all the moss. Make sure you squeeze out the water out of your moss because it holds too much water. So you just want to do that and drain the excess water. And you plump it up and you put it in your pot. Like that. You secure it very well all around. And this is a simple way to save your plant if they're not getting the water that they need. And for years, I've been meaning to do this, but I never get to it because I'm always busy doing other stuff. And of course, I'm making videos for you guys so you guys can learn. So, there. I think it's pretty secure. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm leaving this top tape so that it doesn't crack open. So then I put the stabilizer, the wire, and I think I'm going to put it this way. So if you put it that way, then I could use a clip to secure it right here. And if you don't have a clip, you could use a little piece of wire. Like that. And you're done. So this would be unmounting a mounted orchid and potting it. And remember, the whole point is to do less damage to the roots. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.